I bring my microphone over here before anybody can fucking hear me. Okay. Put music down on my end. Let's see here. We're gonna review, look at some decks, see what people are liking. No, interesting take on the no gold helmet there. I'm just reviewing some of the top lists. So this is, we got second place. My lists are going to be different. I'm just looking at ideas of what allies people are liking. I am roughly on the same train. I'm glad Brody is using Swabby. Alright, similar ideas. Maybe. It looks like Mage Masters is going to be the go-to boats. Alright, we'll close that. We're going to work on my own list because I'm wackadoodle. One of those Sawbones. Do they even run Sawbones, or am I just blind? Yeah, they didn't have Sawbones. Okay, cool. I wasn't the only one that was unsatisfied with Sawbones. Interesting. We're seeing things. Yeah, Whaler for sure. My deck's gonna be a little bit different, but I still like to have on hit discard a card for sure. Overpower is not important. On hit destroy the arsenal. And do we have? We don't have a Vast Yi, which we need in here. Let's go blue. A Vast Yi. Interesting concept. Okay, I definitely want Sunken Treasure in there. That's a pirate card, right? You know, we want Rabble. We want. My deck is going to be very weird. Like, if someone sees it. We're doing Sloop 100%. Sunken Treasure. And. What was it? Fly High? Sloops. We want the yellows and blues of Fly High. Sloops. We're a sloop deck. We're slooping. Let's see here. Gets +1 overpower ally. Top of the deck. And it's High Tide. I think sloops are fine. Top of the deck is an interesting one. Just damage. We got all the allies that are, I think, are good. Swabby, I might put 2 in. We got Rigor Mortis. I guess, yeah, I forgot about rigor mortis. Austin, I might depend. I don't know if I want to run both. Alright, so we'll do swab. We go necromancer yellow. We're building a gravy boat deck. As you can tell, we got the boats. Boats and hoes, that's the plan. And our hoes are the allies we make. I want at least one of Swabby. Oh, inventory. Austin I want 2 of, and then rigor mortis. Actually, I want 3 of. And then a 1 of rigor mortis. 21 allies available. Now for the main board. We're getting funky with it. Try 1 of yellow. I didn't like 2, but a second 1 of yellow feels nice. So we got 68 cards. We gotta put equipment. What are people? So we want Mage Masters to get that double ally, essentially. And then what else are people rocking? Dead Threads, of course. Dead. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Helmets. We have some interesting takes. We have Brody Spurlock's Battle Hardened 1. He did have a Crown of Dominion. I was just blind earlier. So you got 2 crowns, Balance of Justice. Seems like everybody's unified on Hook, essentially. That's on the good list. I think, especially with running Pummel, Hook is good to go. Open for all MTG Taco here. And my username is Goofy on YouTube, but it was nice to meet you in person. Yes, you were super chill. You had a blinged out gravy deck. I unfortunately did not pick up that many gravy cards. I only did 3 sealed events. My 3 M's that I got were Midas Touch. Actually, I have them over here. I put them in the binder. I lied. So it was Midas Touch. Actually, I pointed the Sunken Treasure. And I got 3 Rosetta packs. And in my Rosetta pack, I got the other Earth Runeblade M that they don't really play. I forget what it's called. Let me see here. I posted it on to my friends. It was Thistlebloom and Life, and then I got a Marvel Shelly. Speaking of which, we got to put the Shelly in. Shelly, because we got the Marvel. So Shelly's going in the deck, make blocking a little bit easier. But yeah, it was nice to meet all the other people. Since Viscerai, I take that as an offense as a Kano player. But no, Gravy is fun. For some, I didn't like Prism that much. My friend has a Prism deck. I played it here and there. It didn't feel my vibe, but Gravy feels good. As a Necromancer, like when I play Wizards in any other game, Gravy has felt good. I've always loved playing Necromancer in other Wizard games. So my list is going to be a little weird. I've already told you. But I tested a little bit earlier. I was missing some more go-agains. So I'm just going 9 sloops. Command the High Sea. I got to put regular CNC in there. CNC. We're very there. We might need some more blues. Yeah, my plan is just to play a decent mid-range. Have a bunch of annoying on-hits. That being Pummel, Command Conquer, High Seas. Go again options with Sloop. I was tempted even to do Wage Gold. To get an extra buff on some of my attacks, because it just says the next attack your next attack this turn gets +1. So it works on our allies as an attack to Wage Gold if we don't want to use Hook. But I'm not sure which colors on those yet. I'm glad you're enjoying Gravy. I got the other 2 top lists. So we got the Battle Hardened Brody's list, which it seems they are on. I think Sea Legs is underrated, and I think Swabby's underrated. Because you get good. Rum is good in Gravy, getting those extra allies. And my list, I won't be playing port side because my yellow count's going to be a little low. It's going to be my sideboard is mostly just going to be allies. But I'm just trying to look for good value, mid-range Gravy. So I'm just building it out here. We sync. I don't own the other cards, so it'll be Fate. The M rarity. We need more blues, but we'll have space for 8 allies. So this is what we're working with: 27 blues, 18 reds, 7 yellows. There'll be more yellows. I could actually probably fit triples in here. But I'll have 8 more yellows. So maybe we could do port side, and we could drop some other stuff then. Like maybe this for port side to get our gold. I didn't even put Call the Grave in here yet. I need to move some cards around. Maybe not Sync Blow and Fate. We go more aggressive. We get Tipple. I thought I wasn't going to do it, but now that I'm actually looking at ratios, get blue Tipple in there. So we get to our 30. And then we want these. I changed to 6 Tipple and 3 Swell for more go again actions. Also, finally bought. Yeah, I saw you said you bought it for Kano and Gravy. Good. If you're financially capable, do so. If you're not, don't. Obviously, I bought it early, and now I don't have to worry about buying it ever again. So here, I said I also wanted to make space. I don't have Call in here. I gotta make space for Call. We might cut the yellows. We'll just keep the reds for now then. Call by the Grave. Might cut Ravenous Rabble since I have pummel targets. So our blue, I don't want to go over 30 blues because we'll have plenty of yellows. We don't need allies immediately. My plan is to get this back up to 50, so I could go to 32. I could have brought back in the yellow pummel again. If I could spell. Back. So we need to could do another one of. Deck is going to be interesting, that's for sure. I don't own this. I don't plan on buying it, so I'm not going to put it in the deck. Back alley. There we go. It's a decent one. Back alley. Give me my action points. Back alley there. Okay, we got one of, and then we're adding 10 allies maybe. 10 allies seem decent. And then now we just add in our rest of our equipment. So we want crowns, so we can start with a gold. My keyboard is too sensitive for me to type on. We do want a defensive helmet. I like Crown of Providence. Depending on your meta, I could see Balance of Justice. Defensive boots. I don't own quick fudge dexers, which is annoying. I'm trying to build around what I actually own. I'm purchasing these soon. I didn't get any of them. We only got one out of like the 12 people that went. We only got like 1 or 2 conquers, which is annoying. What else is quote unquote good lists running? Oh, did I put Onk in there? Onk, yeah. And this one over here, if anybody's curious, my friend Tyler, he was one of the judges. He managed to play a judge draft, and then he gave me his stamped Morlefay. I wanted Morlefay in my deck anyways, so Morlefay, now I have a stamped one. Stamped Fab, not LSS, which is interesting. We could put amulets in there. Is an amulet better than pummel? Probably. Like I said, didn't quite want to go over 30, but probably need more than 30. Amulet. This one seems interesting. I would like, honestly, an energy one. Even though we're going decent blues, sometimes we'll have to block. Even though this isn't a very blocky deck. We do have a decent amount of 3 blocks. I haven't yet watched the... I watched one of the Gravy matches in top 8. But I didn't watch any of his... Actually, I don't know if I watched them yet. I'm gonna do my YouTube history real quick. My YouTube history is going to be very what we call it, shafted, because my kid watches on my account as well, so you're gonna see a lot of this Minecraft cringe. But yeah, let's see here. Where was I in the top 8? Shafted, Flesh and Blood. I'm halfway through, so I must have fallen asleep while watching some of it or skipped some. Yeah, I haven't seen the Azalea and Gravy. I was on the plane. I listened to the first Gravy match, so I haven't actually watched any of this list. But clearly, they knew what mostly they were doing. How much space do we have in our list? I have 2 cards left that I can fit, and probably should put some Arcane Barrier in, because I hear Arcane Barrier is very good against wizards. Null Rune. Boots in that matchup probably, and then I don't want to get rid of the helmet, so probably arms, because I can block fairly efficiently. So AB2. I think AB3 is probably the correct call, but then I would have to cut my favorite card, the yellow pummel, which is already gone. AB2. Bring in 10 cards. All right, that's what we're grooving with. And this one's Gravy Boat. 30 mainboard blues, so we bring in 10 more yellows. We'll have 16 yellows, 12 reds, 10 allies. How was Nationals? I didn't qualify, and I forgot to buy into the Battle Harden, which I thought I already did. So I did mostly side events, and in those side events, I played Kano for 2 or 3 sets of CC, and I played Verdance for 2 sets of CC. Verdance is feeling really good. I didn't even get the new card, and she still felt good. Me learning it, even though I didn't win many of my side events on Verdance, that's due to my lack of playing her. Kano, my Captain Kano list, I think I need to tweak it a little bit. Captain Kano. I need to figure out, so it's something here in this slot. I either have to drop the red flare or red overflow and lean into it, but overall the list is feeling fairly good. I am happy with it. I'm at 35 blues total, but I am happy with it. So I need to log back in because I logged into my phone. You don't know my password. We're gonna delete Bottom Dwellers because that was just a jank list. But I enjoyed it. The overall experience of going to it, if you happen... Oh, that's my stream copied. If you get the event to go to a high-level event and you can afford to do so, I highly recommend it. Even if it is just for side events. The side events were fun. I enjoyed them. I got to meet a lot of people. I met a lot of people in the Discord that I talked to, and they react to my hot takes. I still think Gravy needs to go first. Against Ira, who's usually dagger 6 power attack or dagger 6 power attack. We want some things she might not want to attack into. German Nats, yes. Good. Did you qualify, or are you just going to go? Some things she might not want to attack into. I think Chum isn't always a bring-in for all things. I'm bringing allies that I care, that I would like to play into her. Limpet's too easy to take care of as a dagger. Ostin, she doesn't draw that, or Anka, does not matter. Chum just dies to any 6 power attack she plays turn. Or Chang 2. So say good luck, have fun. Equipment. I think we just stick with this, and we just hopefully outvalue her with some pummels and on hits. Congratulations on qualifying. My goal this year is to qualify with I would love it to be Kano, but I can't guarantee that. Austin is on top. So we play this. We don't have go again. We don't have go again off anything. Going with Fang. Fang's an interesting one. I don't know what the German meta is. Honestly, there's a lot of people have that different metas. I don't have go again no matter what, and the top card is another ally. It's Osten. I don't want to crack the gold for it, so we'll just swing Sloop in Arsenal Morlefe. So make sure we have Panda Beats is the music that I play all the time. If anybody's interested, they are copyright free. So if you do make your own content, I highly recommend shouting out to them. As long as you give them credit, they will not copyright strike you. And if you did give credit and you got copy strikes from, just DM them on anywhere. I DM'd them on Instagram and they took the strike off for me fairly quickly. Here, I guess I should have just played an ally maybe. An Arsenal Sloop, I would have gotten High Tide off and could have played CNC Sloop, but these are all hindsight stuff. Nothing interesting in their grave. I'm hoping them to play a yellow card, and it's not likely. They're probably just going to be pitching a bunch of blues and yellows, so I could have sided this out, but it is a nice 3-block to block in the middle of their chain, like right here. They don't have the flick knives, so we will break the chain. Not break the chain, but block it away like this. Stab one, we'll place face down, why not? Bigger than that. You didn't deal any damage. So 0, I guess. I got CNC, nice. Only if you dealt damage this turn. They have dealt damage, okay. Opt one reveal if it's greater power than the amount you've dealt this turn. Ah, okay, so I misread that card. So our turn is just going to be to block this out. Actually, undo block. We don't really care. Do we want to take 6 though? Because this was our be our blue to play to give this attack a go again, but it'd be for 0. Yeah, we'll take the 6 honestly. That way that's in the grave we don't have to worry about. We can do always hold priority as well. We'll take the 6. It will play a Vasti, activate her ability to give Osten is a tap ability, right? Yeah. It's an instant, so it should let me... No, it costs a resource, though. So we'll go Vasti. We'll just play 2 allies. Get 2 allies on board. I'm not confident in Fang, but it all depends on what your... Dennis, whatever you're good with. If, like I say in all the Discords for the classes I play, it's like, oh, what's the best list? What's the best list? I highly... Whatever the best list is the one that you have played the most. I should have just compassed, but no, that's fine. I can stay there. I could have, yeah, I should have, instead of playing this, I should have bravied, but we'll keep this for now. We get another Osten, which will, who are they targeting? I would say, well, the best list is whatever list you've practiced the most. Okay, so we get an extra gold, so we can break this gravy. Get another Osten engraved to be able to play for free. Extra gold is good. It unfortunately does keep their mass trigger going. I think they'll probably kill this with the next attack, which is sad. But we'll have CNC Pummel online. Fang. I think Fang is probably one of the best warriors to play right now. But with the prevalence of potential wizards and Gravy I think you have a good matchup in too. As you could potentially deal with their allies fairly well with all the buffs. Your wizard matchup isn't great. I can tell from a Kina play and Verdansk player. Verdansk will just scour your tokens when they get them. I would play also the thing that pops an aura back to your hand. I'd all the relative on your meta though. But congrats, you are clearly a good player in your area because you qualified for your nationals event. Here, what do we do? Pay for this. What's the top card? We have another blue. Osten discarded. Draw blue. We send CNC with the blue. We're gonna graveyard on our own turn. Yeah, it's gonna hit. We're gonna go to reaction, not reactions. We'll block here. Pass, and we'll just get their CNC at the bottom. And upside down. Yeah, we still have our Lafay, which is gonna be nice. We haven't drawn any of our high tide cards, which is kind of annoying. 3, we'll just take another 3, which sucks. So it'll be 3-1. So they're gonna get their. It's gonna be 4-1. Yeah, I think Gravy's gonna have some trouble with aggro decks. Because when you have hands like this, and they're now going to go much wider because I drew an extra card. Especially my list where I'm running some jank. But hopefully we get some tempo back here. We're going to Gravy, play Ostin from grave after playing a blue card. No, because we don't have any blue cards. We're drawing a blue card, but the blue card is just going to be Command and Conquer into Pummel. Alright, we're going to take some damage. We're going to take some damage. Censor. They can't play the name card and end turn. What are they playing? If they're stream sniping me, it's going to be Command and Conquer. So we take 5. We're down to 20, which is unfortunate. Our hand is just the way it is. I don't think Pummel is going to be the best build for Gravy, but this is how I want to play Gravy. Command the High Seas, joke's on you. I haven't drawn it yet. But we are going to hit you with regular Command and Conquer. So we're going to Gravy because we know the top card's a blue card. And it gets an ally in the grave so we can hide the information of the additional Command and Conquer. We do this. Get the resource. Command and Conquer. We get the Pummel. We could also put a counter on Lafay so she could attack later, but I think depending on blocks, I hope they just block 6, which would be awesome. And we hit them with the Pummel. And we get to Arsenal this. If they block like 9 for some reason, even more reason to Pummel. Now this is battle worn, so if they block 6, 9, 10. No? Okay. Okay, nothing on that. We'll go to reactions. Play Pummel. We take your arsenal and a card from hand and hit you for 10. Alright. Here's resolve and resorter of them. Pummel first. We got a life back. That's good, that's good. And then we take their arsenal, so wreck havoc, interesting. And a bigger than that, so that's fantastic. We took a draw from them. We could do Lafay, but we're gonna hold off and put this in our arsenal. Nice, we got Command and Conquer again. We got a Humperdinck. We'll look at the top card. See if it's worth swapping. I prefer to do it on our own turn after everything going on, but we might have, we can go, depending on what the cop card is, we can have targeting me, of course. Buff power. Alright, so we can decide whether or not we want to dump Whaler, which is for Cuddy. Yeah, sure we can. We can play targeting me. We will take the 7. Because we're going to do another disruptive turn. We're going to send another 10. So our damage is going to be higher than theirs. And we get another ally in grave. And we're going to actually gold bait hook this time, even though we didn't. Here, do I have resources? That's 1. This will pay for it. I'm trying to see if I can double Command and Conquer. So I got 6 resources. This costs 2. This costs 2. Yeah, I can double, right? Because I could do double Command and Conquer, or I could do Command and Conquer Pummel, which I think is better. So this costs me 2. This costs me 2. I have that and that, so I can do this as well. instant. That way we can potentially get another attack with her next turn. So we will Command and Conquer here, pitching Cuddy, and we'll pay for Pummel. Player's turn to block. Okay, nothing on blocks. Now we will go to Command and Conquer Red Pummel again, sending another 10. We're not too far off. This time we'll do CNC first, why not? I didn't matter. I don't know why it has me pick if the... Ah, that's cool. Interesting choice. And we get another bigger than that? Huh, I had double bigger than that and we had double Pummel CNC. Interesting. That gets them a lot back, which is unfortunate. Because doesn't give them go again. They still have to pitch a blue, or they still have to pitch a 0 cost to get go again on the Kodachi. So here, I might chart. Oh, they get to see our hand. We don't have an attack reaction. So we can go Command the High C into Command and Conquer, which obviously I'd want. But I might chart and see what the top card is. I had go again, which sucks. So Golden Temple is on top. So we have a blue. We're gonna have to block, which sucks. Kodachi, I will take the Kodachis. Ooh, maybe we don't have to block. Kodachi for 2. Pass. You have a potentially good turn here. Because we can get an ally out. This is for 4, targeting our ally 6. And then Kodachi for 2 again. Which we will have to block, which we will block with Flying High. Ooh, they get the draw, which sucks. Yeah, that's the downside of aggro. Because they get just free on hits. Which I'm glad they're moving towards hits a hero effect with lots of things. Like this is when this hits a hero. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Attack, block, pass. Hopefully they just pass the turn. They have none floating, so it'd have to be a 0 cost, which is 4 damage. So we know we have a blue on top, so we can go like this, so we can get an ally from grave as well. We want... Yes, we want to keep on to the Golden Tipple. So we can play this for free. And then we can play Command the High Seas. And then we can play Command and Conquer afterwards. So we have 8 go again, destroy your arsenal, into 6 go again, destroy your arsenal. Nice, they really want their arsenal. Blocking with Tiger Shuko with 2. Nice, yeah. You're 6. On hit your arsenal. I'm taking it. You can't stop me. Well, you could if you blocked it there, but... Alright. We get their arsenal, which was another their own CNC. Nice, so we're getting the life totals closer, so we'll have to block a little bit more here. And rely on our Austin if they don't take it out. If they do, they give us another gold. Which then we can potentially gravy targeting. Who are they targeting with this? I would target Austin if I were them. Alright, what do they pitch? Bigger than that. Alright. And then we'll see what the top card is since we're going to get a gold. And Shelly doesn't really block. But we get a Give No Quarters, which is a blocking card. And Shelly, do we have any free attackers? No, we didn't really get many of our allies in the grave yet. So we'll probably have to... We don't have that many big blocks, so we'll have to probably block with that. Bigger than that, ew. They're running a rainbow. Dagger Ira is so annoying. Especially into gravy. Because you just get to find every single card you want. Opt to. That's so frustrating. Alright, turn always have priority off. I don't know why I turned that on. Okay, well, they killed our ally. We can swap for another block, which we will. Gravy. Humble loses all hero abilities, and we're gonna lose our hero ability anyways. On hit die. 7. Rough, buddy. Pass. I think we lost. Undo blocks. I could have undone blocks and send command the high seas for 8. Yeah, we'll block here. Not taking any unnecessary damage now. And we'll just arsenal this. Hopefully we can block out and they have run out of gas, which is not likely. They still have most of their deck. We do have double blue. We can block 5 here. Kodachi's off. Well, yeah, we're in a Kodachi lock essentially. Oop. Dozer. Welcome to the chat. I am playing Ira's good and does. I didn't choose. I let people play to me. I'm playing Gravy Boat, which is a janky boat deck. We're playing sloops and command the high seas. I haven't had any good turns really to show. My draws have been bad. My plan is to like play a blue into sloop, command conquer, gets go again. We'll just let this hit us so that we can be done here. I don't know if we need rainbow sloops though. I'm trying to not rely on many allies. I think 9 sloops is too many sloops. Oh, we already cut the yellow sloops. That's it. No, we have not cut it. So yellow sloops, we gotta go. I think we need some more defensive cards. I might cut this, honestly, the Ruby Amulet, because it's a non-block. Sink, not sick. My plan is, I've always wanted Gravy to be mid-range in my head, which I think is there. If we looked at the, that's my deck, Tournament Gravies. I think they are a mostly mid-range deck. We go, not Brody's. We go to this. Did you play in Nats? I know I saw you there, but I can't remember. No, I did not qualify because there's a freaking Dash player that keeps knocking me out of my top 8s in my Pro Quests and RTNs. As soon as he off the hero, I think I'll be fine. Or if I'd played Verdance 1 or 2 times, I would have been qualified. Let's see here. What does my deck feel like I'm missing? I'm not rotating through cards fast enough, I think is the issue. Sync lets me do that. I did not qualify. I just played side events. I played three sealeds and a bunch of CC side events. 80 cards. What am I short one? How did I get? I cut 3 cards and added 3 cards. How do I get 79? Was I always at 79? Oh. Well, I can get my 3rd Arc Null Rune then on the sideboard. Yeah, inventory. I think it's of a little bit more defense. 6 sloops. Maybe a wager gold instead of flying high yellow. Because my waged gold. There we go, some on hits. I get yellow pummel. Oh. Then I gotta cut that arcane barrier again. Or cut one of my one-ofs. That makes more sense. Alright. Jink activated. Pommel, yes. So my plan with Pommel is everybody wants me to be playing allies. So those who don't know, High Tide is always checking. So if I pitch a blue to Sloop, and yeah, I only have one blue in there, they're like, okay, cool, it doesn't have go again. Then I play Pummel, and boom, bada bing, Sloop has go again. And then I hit them with another Command and Conquer. Or I play a blue and get an ally out. I don't know, that's my plan. You played Florian for Nats. It was pretty mid. I finished 73rd because I hit 2 Kano. I decided if you can't beat them, join them. Played Kano in the Battle Hardened, went 7-2. Kano dumb. Woo! We got another Kano fan. Sick. We got him. I do play Kano. If you check my channel, I do cover them as well. I have my list. We'll check real quick before we go into another deck. My decks, I'm a little bit off from everybody else. I literally threw a game activating Striders, did not doing anything. You're not the only. I've done that before as well. Like, I activated it. I'm like, oh, I don't really have anything to play. I'm on this list. I'm calling it Captain Kano because it's post high seas. I haven't gotten my foil old knocker, which is apparently $30 because they're only cold foil, to swap out. But I liked it. I went about 55%. If I went through all my side events, which is I think really good for me. I'm deciding whether or not to cut which of these two reds. I don't need both, I've seen. I don't know what's going to go in there for them yet, but I'm either going to keep Flare or Red Overflow. Yes, I am. So, even though I mostly want to play Gravy today, I will explain for people who haven't seen my list why I have Spindle and Boom over the mathematically correct ICBM list. In my head, I'm like, okay, on my off turns when I'm not comboing, I have 2 blues. Would I rather see a red Spindle off the top and cast it, or a red Floodgate off the top on an off turn? I'd rather see Spindle. Also, if I have only 2 blues in my hands, what would I rather see? A yellow Floodgate or a yellow Sonic Boom? Sonic Boom. I'd rather see Sonic Boom. I'm on the old ICBM with Amulet for op potions and knockers for chest resources. Yes, I have the amulets. They are nice and white bordered like they should be. And then I have not swapped this over to old knocker, which I will do now. I just need to sell some more stuff to get my foil knocker. There we go. But yeah, this is what I was playing yesterday in side events. I liked it. I said I just do need to swap one of these for something else. Maybe an additional Floodgate to go up. If I go to Floodgate, I'll probably drop Flare. You know, I love Flare Spindle. If I'm not doing Floodgate and I pick something else random, it'll probably be Overflow so I can keep the Flare. But either ways, I am testing out my Janky Gravy, so let's do that. Let's save this to the list. But yeah, if we look at the tournament ones while we're waiting for... Oh, never mind. We don't get the chance into them. I can really realistically take out anything we have. I'm going to try and pick up Gold Foil Threadbare Tunic. I have 2. You have 2 Gold Foil Threadbare Tunics. Nice. They have what's called on hits, where it just specifically care about things hitting, so they don't care if we hit an ally or hit a we'll cut down to 2 chums. We're going to play for the late game here, so we're going to block efficiently. Since we're blocking efficiently, we want this and we want that. We're going to try and hope they ignore this. They do draw occasionally, and since we're playing for the late game, I'll hopefully get gold later, and we'll play Crown of Providence for some extra defensive values. This hand is hot garbage and give no quarter on top, so we will pitch, send CNC, and then we'll arsenal the CNC. You have 2 gold foil threadbare tunics. That's insane. I have not got any gold foils yet. I do need a rainbow foil. Oh shit, no, go back. Sorry, I thought they said, did you want to close the combat chain? I'm like, yes, I want to close the combat chain. All right, cool. So we get 1 block and we get a gold because they have a yellow card. And then we send CNC. Knocker wreck at my threadbare tunic value. Yeah, honestly, like I tell everybody, the best list is whatever you practice with, and you prefer threadbare, you can play threadbare. Dominate. Okay, that's annoying. But I like the art better on threadbare. Not threadbare. Old knocker. Then threadbare. I like February's on the left. So they're gonna hit us twice. Because it's dominate. But that's for 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if I wanted to block 7, I would take everything. So I'd rather just block with a 3 and get my gold. And then now we can look on top if we wanted to. If we wanted to swap something out. We don't, but we are drawing Sloop next turn. So we can see here. Blue Sloop, which is not that big of a deal. We don't have the pummel, but we have double CNC. We block 5. Draw a Sloop and send CNC. I still think this is better. They get their counter, which is unfortunate. We could block the counter, but then I'm not doing what I want. I to 1 million. I already got my eye. I already got it. Don't have to worry about it. It is going. If I had an extra one, I would sell it, but I don't have that kind of money. We go command the high seas for 8, and I'm gonna break the chain depending on what they block with. Like if they block 3 and 9, I'll break the chain. Maybe do I need to break the chain and bait gold hook? We'll see, because right now we're just trying to keep them from attacking, and we're hopefully get their arsenal. I don't think this is going to be CNC, but it's going to be CNC. Oh, okay. They protect their thing there. They still take 7. No, 5. I can't do math. We don't get the gold, but I am going to send CNC again. Resetting my arsenal. They still have a 5-card hand, but now they decide whether or not they want to take an extra 6, put them down below us, and hopefully we can get a decent block. Well, it'll be an off turn for us potentially here, whereas I took that amount of damage. They said we will just take it. Hopefully we cannot get dominated again. We do get punished for blocking. This is not a very good hand. This is definitely a blocking hand if we can swap out the gravy. Talish our things gaining priority. We're getting pummel. Interesting. Okay. So I could do money where your mouth is into Sloop. I'm gonna like a newborn child and head out. Have a good one. That was funny. Okay, they got dominated again, so I don't really care. So they're gonna get a counter again. Because they got +6, 7. So it's a 10 power attack that I can only block 2 of. Nope, you've already played your card. You can't undo twice. Nope, revert start a turn. That's one way to undo twice. Okay, dominate. I think this is also probably a bad matchup for Gravy. I hate when people are like, they play, like when I play Kano, so it's 8, I could block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like when I play Kano and someone's playing Prism and they click into me when I'm playing open queue so you can see you're playing Kano. Why the fuck are you playing an 85% win chance? Shouldn't you play it against anybody else? Downblade has dominate tone. They're gonna buff it. Yeah, that's smart. Good game. We're gonna graveyard on our turn and call by the grave to get an ally out. But yeah, I legitimately think this is a bad matchup. Let's double check what's on top. Pummel. Yeah, we want to call by the grave first. We don't want pummel in our hand. We want chum. No, we want limpet. We're gonna play limpet. Or go again. We're gonna get gravy bones. Flying high. Nice. So we can get we can either play attack with limpet or we can play chum as well. I think we're gonna play chum. It's just the best play here. We don't have anything, but we do have command the high seas if they arsenal. If they don't arsenal, we'll block with one of them. Oh, okay, they're going to attack that anyways. 5 go again, and then they can attack into this because Dory just cares about hitting. Weapon hits. Yeah. So they can take out both her allies and gain a counter, which is hot garbage for us. I'm curious what people's opinion is. Has anybody won against Dory with Gravy? Because I haven't. Even playing a regular list. Alright. Alright, cool. We saved ourselves some life, but at what cost? We don't have go again. But we get 7 on hit, destroy your arsenal. Which is good. Still good. It's better than CNC. They have to block with 3 cards. Or lose their arsenal. And they can block with 1 card in armor. They lost all the armor on here, and they can't block with that anymore unless they want it destroyed. The next turn, we can potentially take out their arsenal. Yes, okay, so we can go command the high seas. We have a non-block, so can we even block this out if we wanted to? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could block 11, and they have potentially 2 buffs. I haven't seen a D-react in it, so let's try for this. We'll block 10. They pass and sink this for... Nope, not a D-react. Lame. Alright, good game. Yeah, our chance was they had no buffs for some reason, which in a Dory deck is not high. It's like asking a Rune Blade not to make a Rune Chant on their turn. Yeah, that was our best bet. Our other best bet was to just do the high seas in the sloop. But now we are just dead. So we couldn't command the high seas into give no chart the high seas into give no quarter to get the... We don't have a whaler in there yet. Oops, oh well. Plus 3, so it's already 7. It's a 10 power attack. Yeah, GG. Yeah, I don't know what we do in there. Even in a regular gravy deck where you're playing a bunch of blues, it's like we go to tournament decks. Playing, let's say, just Birdie Spurlock's deck. They do have the sinks. I have sink blue, I just didn't draw it. You block. More, they just have a more aggressive deck, I guess. I'm maybe playing too many big attacks. I don't know. I want to play Pummel. Maybe I'm playing too much into it. Maybe I can run Pummel and still have a good deck. Take this out. Take Pummel. Seriously, we could just do this and have a good deck. Probably Blue Sloop comes out as well. But we still run Pummel. I like to do that on the highest end possible. Say, hey, how hard can I do this Pummel thing? Realistically, not very much. So we're gonna just downgrade it. 3 Pummels. Have the 2 best targets here. How many allies are people usually running? 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a little extras. So we'll remove that. I'm playing this because it's stamped. Playing this because it's full art. So with the allies we're having here, we want some action points. We have action points here. Action point there. We're gonna have some more yellows now. So we will bring in Rum. I like 2 in the deck, and then Tipple I think is just good. We got the blue Tipples. Main deck, we want Chum. We want Ostin. And we want this. I guess another one of. That's our... Ooh. And we can side in 10 more cards. Tipple yellow or tipple red? I think we run blue, red tipple, blue tipple. So we bring in 7 more cards and we have space for 6. So maybe we put Fate in the sideboard. And then we run, actually remove Fate. Remove, and we go Pirate red. Clear, Pirate, or is it Necromancer red? That's what we want. This blocks 5. It was tempting. If we can get allies out more often, we're only at 28 blues, so I should add up more blues. Oops, 3 more cards. 6, we would bring in 4. Experiments are blue. What's some blue cards that are people running? Port side, probably bring port side back in now. Alright, we're back slightly normal list. I was going on the high end, 31 blues. We got this. Then we bring in 4 more allies and or D-react. So main board we have 3, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8 allies. I could just done that. 2 yellows. Alright. I think that's a more reasonable list. And we're playing Gravy Boat. 60 cards. So in my head, cards that this comes into Wizard. Playing Dory again, but we have a slightly different list. We have T-Reacts. We want Limpet and we want Cuddy Shark to try and be aggressive. No, actually we don't need this, but we can get these 63, 62. I want Limpets to get some extra annoyance. Let's try this. It's a slightly different list. Go up 62. Nice. So I can see what the top card is real quick. It's an Ostin. So we can go Could Gravy, dipping the Ostin, gain go again, swing. Or I can get let's do something else real quick. We'll call by the grave. I want to get, where are they at? I passed an Limpet earlier, but I'm thinking about something. Yeah, we'll get Limpet. We'll play Limpet. I get to swing with Limpet. Send 2. Yeah, I figured they'd block. And we're gonna Arsenal. Pass. Alright, cool. This is a much better hand. On our turn, we can also gravy this out. I'm not gravy it out, but my guess is they're gonna hit Limpet first and then swing me. They don't have to, but that's what I would do. In our turn, we're gonna have 2 floating. We don't have to gravy this. We won't have 2 floating. Yeah, I figured they would do that. We're just gonna man high seas and pummel, and we'll see what the top card is. See if it's worth gravying. In place of it, sea legs. We can get a rum out of the sea legs in Arsenal Shelly. Another turn where we have high tide. And we get a rum, which I think is good. Alright, so they just attacked Shelly and passed. That gives us opportunity to make a rum here. Passing the sea legs. And then we do command the high seas. Depending on how they block, if they don't block at all and they just let us have it. Oh, okay, I will just we'll pummel here since they blocked with the card from hand. We're going to reduce the amount of cards. We get a gold. Nice, they had a D-react out of Arsenal. But we get an additional card from them. No gold. We can't play this because that costume, so we will Arsenal it. We can use the rum to play it if we have a good turn for it. We get to destroy Osten here with this block. So we got 3, and then do I need this? This blocks for 6, so undo block. We just say pass. Because we know they have nothing to react with. And we get an Osten engrave. Nice. So here we will probably just pop rum. No, wait. Triple. 3. I think sending 6. We're playing ally. Ally for 5. Just get it out of an arsenal. We can put Tipple in our arsenal. So we can just tap it if they decide to attack it. We didn't draw any gold or yellow cards, I mean. So it might just be a triple Tipple. Targeted. Cool, yeah. If we decide to block with an attack, it gets +1. Oh, it saved us 5 life there. RIP. Here we discard then draw. Alright. Resolution. Took the all red-headed, essentially. Saved us 5 life. See if port side's worth throwing a tip away for something called by the grave. I could get potential double ally. We will here discard a tipple. Call by the grave. We get Osten. Just and we get the more Lefay, which is what I want. So we play Osten. We give the rum here. To play more Lefay. We activate more Lefay's ability. Starting Osten. And then we can attack. Do I need it? It doesn't need go again, so we can hold on to our blue block 3. And just attack for 4. Not a big attack, but it's a little chip, a little poke. So now we have 2 allies. I can kill both, yeah, but we get a gold back out of it. They have a yellow card? They do, so we get a gold as well. We have potential for 2 golds if they're not taking out both of our allies, which I would if I were them. RIP. What our top card is. I'm looking for a gold card. Hummel. They had a vigor. That's annoying. That's how they got that. They don't care about the digital sword swing. Oh, they're playing for the fatigue now. Okay, I see how they're going. Pummel is on top. That doesn't really do anything for us. Guess we'll just buff themselves, pitching the port side. And then Pummel is on top. Pummel doesn't do anything here. Swing at them for 1. Put a Vasti in our arsenal. Yeah. Even gravying doesn't do anything. Hopefully we draw something. Pummel hits. Nope. That's lame. Yeah, they get a free counter targeting Lefay. Oh, they didn't though. Okay, so our turn is a little bit more interesting. So 8, block 2, block 3. Block 3, block 9. Fuck it. Block 11. I get a gold. It gets go again, but she has to hit. She has to +3. It's like the one card that she needed. Good game. Yeah, that's a good game from here. That's so frustrating that the last card they had was the one they needed to. If you don't know, this one lets them search if I blocked a card from hand. And then now they can draw a card, or they get a counter. And they swing here, get a second counter. Actually, they get a third counter. Oh, they're hitting me. Okay, cool. Alright, so we still have more Lefay. Which we can Vasti, hit them for one, get another gold. So it's not over. It's not over. But 3 counters on there is pretty significant. We have 2 golds. We don't need to break the Vasti attack. Like if it was one of the disruptive ones, like this one, might have used it, but just to get another gold and go again. It's a little wasted there. Dominate. Oh my gosh, they're just having field day. Targeting us, yep. And we have... I don't care what the top card is, we just get rid of a non-blocking card. We'll block with this because we don't have any gold in our hand. They get another counter if once they hit us again because it has dominate. I played for the vigor, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So we need a whaler in our grave. Yeah, now this is where they get their second counter. Or not the second, get the counter because they hit twice. So it goes up to 4. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're never going to kill her or block her out. Because they're at 7 here, so any buff is 10. I 369. I have a decent amount of blocks. It would cost me 3 cards to block out 1 buff. And then they second buff reprise, get to draw a card. On hit. Yeah, we just are cooked from here on out. So I think Dory is just a concede with my current list. Because we just don't do anything to her. She just hits us twice. Which is frustrating. Like, what do you do with even with this? Wait for a double ally turn where you can hit them with Whaler on the same turn, maybe? Just block like your life depends on it. Alright, we'll play another Gravy. I still think Pummel is the way. Pummel is the way. Alright, depends on their build. I still think Limpet's good here. We can bring one Whaler for the late game, and regardless of the build, I want Sink, or not Sink Below, Blood in the Water. Oh, and we need Ostin, so we're gonna go up to 66. Anything I want to cut and swap out? The increased gold, double tipple's good. I think we're good. I think we're gravy. We want the extra gold. Pun intended, gravy. You're on the New Horizons Death Dealer, similar to What's His Butt in top 8. So here we can definitely Sink Below Travel Hardened Shelly. RIP Shelly though. Sleep Dart. Alright, well that's not that big of a deal on attack. They're just ending. So we'll see what the top card is then. Command and Conquer. But I want to lose gold now to send Command and Conquer, pitching this, arsenaling that. Yes, I do. If they want to attack us, they still can, and I'll sink Shelly down. I'll take the Sleep Dart because I don't have the gold anyways now. And hopefully we'll still have a yellow to pitch to this. Maybe we'll get a decent blue to Arsenal next time for Play Chum. Place with, yep. I hope they send this. I go my hero ability. I just won't play an ally. 8. I can block 5, so I'll still get hit, so I'll just block the 4 and save that for a better breakpoint. I think we're gonna sink Shelly. Goodbye, Shelly. We got Limpet. Yeah, we got a Blood Rot. Oh. If I can go double ally with Mage Masters, pitching here. No, good. I think. What's the answer? Is he good? Yes, I think Gravy is good. I am not a good Gravy player. I'm annoyed that I got 2 allies in here in my hand. We'll pitch this. I think Gravy is good. The answer, in short, yes. I think he's going to be a very hard deck to learn and how to do so. I am also not playing any like stereotypical list. I'm running a pummel list, Gravy boat. So we got Tipples, we got Command High Season, I read of pummel for the turns I do see the 2 there. No, I do not want to pay 3. Yeah, I will. I don't want to hold on to these. Alright, well, I still got a double ally hand. Rough. Rough, Jimmy. That one's rough. Remorseless. Can I refresh the page? Thank you. I think it'll be a specialty class. I think a lot of people are really hyped about the hero, and then they're going to see how hard it is to be good with the hero, and they're going to drop it, and he's going to be more affordable. I think because his cards are only hyped because he got 2nd place. I think he fumbled the loss on Verdansk. Legitimately, I haven't watched it, but based on what I've heard of, I think he fumbled his loss. I think Gravy could have won Nats. Nothing against Majin. I just, based off what like I said, I haven't seen it either. Take 4, that's fine. No on hit. Return is hot garbage. Honestly. Our best thing to do is play Humperdinck, which they can just kill. I think we just take 6 as well. Like, I need to play something from my hand. It's either gonna be Chum or Whaler. I think we just play Whaler and hope that they don't have a go again attack for it. If they do, they do. They probably have enough pumps, but like I said, with his hand being what it is, our best bet is to... I can't Golden Tipple, that's nice for next turn, where I could pitch Whaler and a blue Arsenal, not Arsenal Chum, but have it for Tipple next turn is also an option. But I think Whaler requires them to attack us. It's just as good as playing Chum essentially. So our turn is potentially chart the high seas, lace with frailty. Okay, so they can kill load +3. They can kill Whaler, or they can try and hit me with an inertia, which I'm fine with. Remorseless targeting me. Okay, sick. I'm fine with that. 11 inertia. Do we really care about the inertia? No, so we'll go pass. We go to reactions. Let's just look at the top card. Sunken Treasure. Something I would like to have. We'll block 4. We'll do not destroy the top card. We're gonna have a blue card. They don't have go again, so we can just Whaler as well. Start the high seas. Oh, we got 2 blues. We want to pitch Sunken Treasure here. Play this for... I think it's just send Whaler, honestly. In Arsenal Tipple. Swinging for 11 since they're gonna ignore me. I didn't play any. I played in action, so I took 1. Oh yeah, inertia. Lol, I couldn't. I should have played differently. No, I don't think it mattered. Lacewood Blood Rot, Bolton Shot targeting me. Okay, so they have disrespected the gravy. 6, what are we doing with our own turn? I honestly like... I need to keep everything because I want to hit them with loot the hold and then swing, so we just have to take this whole turn and hope we can race them. Which is a big thing to say. Alright. Oh, they're loading. Heat Seeker, okay. Fuck. Good game. I think we just play Ostin and pass. Heat Seeker for 5. And block 3. And we'll just play Ostin. I think we lost. Yeah. Play Ostin. Yeah, Death Dealer Marlin is insane, especially if they get the Gogans. They got the golden rum. Where'd they get the golden? Oh, tip the barkeep. They can get go again. So from what I can see, they don't have go again. So I can block 5 of 5. In the reaction step, they can do either this or the rum. Yeah, good game. Hopefully we can live and we still swing Ostin for 3. So we can block 5. Block 3. Do they have a yellow arrow? No. So we'll just Rain Razors then. Get a gold. Alright. We do have that, but top card is... Dude, what the fuck? Activated. Chum first mate. Chum. Swing Ostin. Swing for 3. I didn't want to draw a non-block. What are they grabbing? They grabbed Bolton Shot for go again. Discarding. They said, I don't give a shit about your allies. Targeting Hoomst. Targeting myself. It's a top card. Vasty, so we'll sink. Block here. Pass. I still have this to load as well. Yeah, they'll actually. Oh, they're gonna load from arms. Okay, gets +1 for the go again. Block 5. They can't load. They can draw. Yeah. 3 of a kind. Alright, concede. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. They get to load 2 arrows and fire them. And we're at 6 with no block. So they just send this. And they can pitch. They don't have to load it both. They can just do this, kill myself. Ugh. Yeah. Aggro decks suck. Or play as this gravy. And I'm counting her as an aggro deck because she's any deck that can swing at me 3 times is an aggro deck. So Dory, Marlin on Death Dealer. Dio, I lose to, I'm pretty sure as well. So So like if I wasn't running Pummel, like the other lists are running. No, not my deck, you stupid. Tournament, I'm just blind. Okay, good luck, have fun. We'll just go 65 aggro. They're running E-Strike, Swells. They are just a little bit more aggressive. Running like E-Strike. I don't know, I like Pummel. I just suck as a player, that might just be it. We'll see here, we got Command High Seas, we can block for 3. I think they're just gonna have a sit-up turn. I think Dash IO is gonna be disgusting with these new cogs, from what I've seen. Not happy about it because the Dash player we have in my local area is very good. So I am just gonna take the 6. I assume they're gonna send. No go again. Okay, so I'll take 2 plus whatever else they got. Oh, that's fine. So we're square on life. I'm gonna threaten their arsenal. Ooh, this is actually changes some things. That sends there. Sick. This is actually gonna be a good turn. And then we get to play Cuddy and swing with them. So we send 8, threatening their arsenal. Of course, everybody runs Crown of Providence. Can't wait for that to be gone. They can't do it anymore. That's Battle 1. That's pretty cool. They're on Unicycle as well. They had T-Bone. Maybe that's just for a blue base. Old Knocker is interesting. Don't know how much that matters. I think you'd rather have the actual just for max if you're running boost cards, so you get 2 resources semi-consistently. Break the chain because a blue card goes to the grave that way. And then we send Cuddy Shark. Boom. Sending 3. So we sent 1, 8. 8 plus 3, 11 this turn. And they just took it. Sounds good to me. Well, they didn't take all of it. They blocked with some armor. So here, I'm gonna sink that. And hopefully we get, I wanna hold on to the compass. Might even sink Pummel over Break Alley. Yeah, we'll sink the compass, the Pummel. It's not something I want to arsenal. Or at least I can pitch the alley to the tipple. What you may put hits, you may put max just item from your hand to the ring. This costs equal to the items boosted. So no boost. So they just put a 0 cost. Alright, sounds good. Decent usage, and they get to put a cog out. That's nice. And crank the cog. Cog has been cranked. Nice. Okay, no problem. Breaking the chain. Then you play another item. Techlo Core. That's a pretty good item to have. Our turn. I am going to see what the top card is, see if it's withdrawing versus gravying. Another golden tipple. We'll crack gold to draw. And we'll crack a card to draw. We have High Tide active. We have Cuddy, which is perfect for this. Starting that, we get a gold. Nice, and then we get the port side. They get their golden cog. Good for them. Let me drop. Then we break the chain. Then we get our blue card going to the grave. And we can play Ostin for free here. And I could technically Cuddy, or I could just CNC, which I think is better. Bop. Now we got some gold built up. Alright, we're learning. I think the deck is a little bit more streamlined. See if anybody top it up. Pass along. Take their arsenal. See what it was. Spark of Genius. Glad that's out of here. I hate that card. I don't have anything to graveyard our hand, so just go straight to grave. When we get the chance, I will look at the top card when they attack, see if it's worth, playing this one of them or both. Depends what they also attack. It could just be a setup turn, so this is probably just going to be 4 go. It could be, it's 1 per turn, so it's probably go again. But we'll see the top card. I was targeted as for the top card, so we have a limpet on top. So if they choose go again, and we'll go pass. Assume they'll do here is go again. We'll let them resolve their skimmer, and then we will destroy the top card. Not on this one. We'll pass. We'll block the 4. Then we can block 6 of their big attack potentially coming up. Yep. Can I block with anything? 6 targeting me, requiring equipment. I'll block with Mage Masters. It's the least important equipment we have. They can do 3, so they do 2 in a cycle. We wait for them to blow up the Mage Masters, and then we play this. We resolve, and you'll see it at the 3rd time. Then they'll destroy it, and now we block some damage here. And then Limpet will go to the grave. Which is nice. We blocked 6 of 9, which is big for us. Let's see here. We do need a blue to go to grave, so on hit destroy their arsenal is a good one to see, especially when we send Limpet as the one that we're going to be sending to grave, not from grave. We're going to play Limpet from, ooh, or we're going to make this a 4 power. I like that better. So we can buff and send either of these as a 4 power. Ability. I like swinging with Ostin though. It makes me feel good because it costs nothing. On hit, destroy the arsenal, make it gold. 4 power. 4 is better than 2 because 2 they'll block. At least with 4 it requires 2 cards. So we got a break point is what that called, as it requires additional blocking. So they could do Old Knocker if they really didn't want to use 2 cards from hand. Or they could just take 4. They're not that low on life. And lose their arsenal. They're playing an interesting build. I've seen some that relied more on boost, so they can get more items out, like the golden cogs. So that way they have their cogs they care about. So there is some boost. They got throttle. So they're blocking 4, but they lose their chest piece and a resource piece. That's all we got going on. And we still have 2 allies. Ew, this is very gross. And by gross, I mean we have 3 allies. They're going to Spark a Genius with no boost, so they're going to crank an item out. Tick-tock clock. I've never seen that card in my life. When the Sims renews at the start of your turn, it deals 1 damage unless you remove counter when you attack with an action. So it hits a hero, destroy this. You have 2 items on the arena, then deal X damage. Okay. They only have 1 cog, so this can only block. Oh, sorry, undo. Sorry. I need needed to see if Gravy gets me a better target. It's just another fucking ally. But we will get that there, and I'm gonna sink this pass. I know it can go up to 6, but and they're gonna destroy our other gold. Ready target, go again. Nice. So we can block out 5 here. I don't need chum. I'd rather take my 0 costs. Nice, and now I can get my more Lefay in the grave as well. For 4, sick. Don't care. Pass. Boom. More Lefay. Nice, so we don't have a blue that's going to engrave, but I can still tack for 4. Ability. Swing for 4. Go, little Austin, go! I like the art on this one the most out of all the allies. I like Limpet as one of my favorites in Cuddy. We're getting some value, and they're playing a janky deck, I think. If you're playing... I think if you're going to be doing a cog deck, you need to be playing Puffin. If you're playing a boost, you should probably play Dash. So here we can do no blocks. Oh, especially if they're attacking our allies. Saving us 5 life. Hell yeah, thanks. Good job, Cuddy. You did good. You did good, kid. That's breaking the chain. They did boost, so they get to draw a card, and they're probably going to get a crank item. See what they get. We haven't seen our pummels. Yeah, that's something we don't want to get hit by. Cog here. Yeah, I think they would have been better off playing a Puffin deck because they would have drawn a card here. 4, we'll take 8 and send back plenty. Yeah. Go again, so they have another attack they want to send, maybe pistol. I'm still fine with that. Pistol on Austin, okay. Okay. Top card is a Vast Yi. That is something I would like to see, but I don't want to gravy for it. We'll go a Vast Yi as our blue for the turn. I want Limpet out. Mage Masters would have been nice. I would have done Cuddy. And then we will attack with Limpet here. For 2, go again already. We already got the go again. Would have been better off Hallway to grab this because it's the same power. No, because it doesn't matter. Do they care about the 2? We get a gold. Nice. So we can gravy here. Just another blue goes to the grave. And then we send Command the High C. With go again, so we can draw an additional card. Or we have go again, so we can play another ally. Which I will grab more Lefay. And buff up Limpet. At the end of turn. Costs me 0 to play, but I get the instant speed ability. T-Bone. We'll get another gold here too. Their arsenal's gone. So we will break the chain. We'll hold priority so that the turn doesn't end on us. And counter on Limpet. And then we'll pass the turn. So we do have to have hold priority on, otherwise it'll end our turn because we have no action points. Okay. Do they have a yellow card? they do. Spark of Genius. So this is a good block, and then we can get a rum for next go again, because we're going to tap our ally to discard sea legs. We'll have Chart the Seas as well. Who are they going to target? I would target Limpet. No, I am targeted, and that's fine. We get a nice 3 block here, getting a Spark of Genius, giving us an additional gold. If they had a yellow attack, is also decent. Alright, so we're just playing the value game here. Draw a card, they had an extra action point. This one on hit gets rid of all their cogs. What's the top card here? It's a hero, so loot the arsenal, that gives us another extra block. Get rid of gravy. We'll block 6. So they can give it go again, which is the best they can do. This Chart the High Seas gives us a blue, and we can play Cuddy. Hopefully there's being a blue on top. Oh no! Limpet gone. It's okay, we got more Lefay. She's got more to say. We got double ally, so no resources. But we do get Limpet back. Or yeah. Go Limpet. And then we'll put a counter on themselves. Oh. On themselves. So that, because I assume they're going to attack Limpet here. So we get another gravy on Ostin. Or actually, I think Golden Tipple was better. So that way we can get go again, draw a card, and then Chart the Seas after. Who are they targeting with 0 to 60? Ourselves. Nice 3 block here. Getting another gold. We are flush with gold. Oh no, we'll probably have to... We will have to hero ability this to get the resources in Golden Tipple. Or we can go Chart the High Seas, get a resource that way potentially. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do Chart the High Seas. Because keep our hero ability alive. We're at 16, which is a little low, but I think we have the tempo. We can go Limpet into this. We can go this into Limpet into that. It's a bunch of small attacks, but in the long run they matter. I would take out one of these allies if I were them, even if it's just going into Limpet, which is fair. I would do the same thing. Limpet is strong, but it gives us extra health. So here I will Chart the High Seas. We got, there's our Pummel. RIP Pummel. I think it probably should come out of the list now that we're playing it. I think the Pummel build's dead, which is unfortunate. I wanted it to be there. We can still run a one of. So here we will pitch, discard, not pitch that. And then we can draw a card after this as well. We have plenty of gold. So we're going to send 3. And then we can also get Chum out. An option, depending on what we draw. We'll break the chain. We have plenty of gold, so we'll draw a card. There's another Pummel. Interesting. We can resource Chum out and swing. We can arsenal the Pummel. And then we can attack for 4. Close to lethal, close to lethal. Attack action instead of attack. Oh, fuck. Maybe a one-off Pummel, just cause. Galvanize, smart. So now, if they don't attack our allies, we can make them attack our ally. Pummel there. Let that happen. Okay, if they want to attack, they will now have to attack Chum. And they hope, based off what I've seen on their hand, they're not going to deal 6 unless this is a big attack. It's either gun or 4 power attack. Protect Liqueur, cool. So they had an off turn. For us, that is huge. What's the top card here? Vast Yi. So we can draw a Vast Yi. Pitching in a Vast Yi. Shelly. Sink below. Draw another card. We have tons of gold. Give no quarter. We'll give go again to our next ally. We get another Chum out. Yeah, let's get another Chum out. Off our tunic. Our threads. We get Chum. And then it has go again. Then we can put a counter on it. Instant on Chum. We don't have go again on... We have go again on the attack, so we can play an ally after this. So we'll swing the attack for 5. On hit, get a gold. And we'll probably play Shelly. That has the most health and makes us block better. Look at that. One of Morlefay coming in clutch, buffing our attacks up. And then we will play Shelly. It is free. Boom. Pass. Let's go. We got 4 allies. We have the health lead. Fantastic here. I think we'll end this. How long have we been streaming? Almost 2 hours. So yeah, when this is done, we'll probably... What do I have to do today? What do I have to do? I don't really have to do anything. I could just keep streaming gravy. Kano has some potential. I was just thinking whether or not I want to eat. I need to hydrate and eat. Kyle needs food. Buddy, through your glasses, please. Thank you. He just got glasses recently, so he's trying to look, like if his glasses are here, like on his nose, he tries to look over them, where he needs to push them up. I think we got this. This is once per turn cog. We don't have a high tide card, so we couldn't redirect if we wanted to. So they could kick out one Chum. They targeted us still, so we will just sink below. We have plenty of health. And they give it go again is my guess is what they're gonna do. We can let it find out. Let's give go again. We'll sink. I want to sink call, by the way, because I have plenty of allies. What I'm gonna do is flying high this Chum into this Chum. Shelly's just there for blocking. And then we should be able to as well pay for Morlefay's ability to give the other Chum +1. Pass. Okay, they can get some cogs. Yeah, this should have been a puffin deck. I think this has been a good puffin deck. They'll be able to draw cards. Hella crank. Playing double gun. Plus whatever attack. Or they could do attack and then double gun as well. I don't think this was a good pairing. Just at least Puffin would have had like 2 or 3 more cards drawn. And sent a couple more attacks potentially. And just overall better cog. Potential for targeting. I would target more Lefay at this point. Unless you want to strip cards from me. I have so much health. 4 is meaningless. Chum. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Then double gun. No, this doesn't have go again. Oh, but it has an action point. It'll be 4 and then gun. Sounds good. Alright. Chart the high seas. Double command and conquer. That's unfortunate. But we can get limpet out here. We can activate more phase of instant. Putting it on limpet, some diversifying our damage. Then we go flying high to give our next attack go again. And then we attack here with go again for 4. And limpet for 3. So we're threatening 7 here. And then send limpet. Alright. There we go, there we go. Threatening lethal, they'll have to block, and then we'll get an Ostin out as well. Or do we have Cuddy? Yeah, we have a Cuddy we can grab, making our attacks even more annoying. And break the chain, doing it properly. Cuddy. Boom. Pass the turn here. Boom grenade. We block whatever they have with this. Here we block the golden temple, and we hit them with the pummel. Bam, 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 bam. Arsenal pummel for so long, we finally get the value of it. Make sure the refresh isn't on our side. I think we gotta go down to 1 pummel. My decks. The 1 of pummel. We can live the dream there. So we put 2 in the maybe. We have space for 2 more cards. Oh, good game. Alright, homepage. Let's see, what would we want? Anything good in the Necromancer page that can help us? I don't think we need more allies. I think more water grave options. Or we want yellow cards and pirate. But Tipple has more things to hit. Oh, that's page 2. More yellow things to hit. Excuse me, I tooted. Moonshark, I think, is a bait. The only yellow necromancer things are allies. Realistically, I think we're good on allies. And we up to 6. Maybe up our blues. No, I think we have plenty of blues. What are we missing? What are we lacking? I think this. We'll check out the other list again. For not potential. What's the word? For ideas. What people are building. This is an aggro list. I don't like saltwater swell, honestly. Yeah, at the port sign. Maybe this for more aggression. Tip the barkeep at 2 for additional rums. Or the 2 of sloops. We want to stay on red. I think sloop is actually pretty good. Sloop! Nope. I think we'll go the 2 of sloop. And then 1 of pummel. I think that's what we'll sit at for a bit. Maybe 3 80 cards. Our sideboard is this. We bring in 4 cards. Probably go over 60, honestly. And decks we want to block against, we bring these. And an ally if we want to stay at 60. So aggro races. Actually slow decks. You might want to bring limpet. Decks that draw like Kano and Puffin, we bring this in so they don't actually get net a card. Slow decks, we bring in the 9 of these and go up. We can block. Actually, we'd probably just bring this package, all 12 of these. 3, 4, 6, 9, 12 against slow decks, because slow decks are usually decks you're going to block against. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. You can check the original version of Gravy Boat. Here is the list. Gravy Boat. It is a private list at the current moment, so I'll share it there on the chat so people can see it. I'm a little hungry. I got some dishes I need to be cleaned that I used to make dinner and breakfast this morning. Normally I'd be at work today, but I was still exhausted from my flight as I stayed up for 13 hours because I couldn't sleep on the plane because the seats I were in were garbage. I'm still a little tired myself. I gotta put some clothes away,